Hello and welcome to my B4XPages tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll build a high and low guessing game using B4XPages and B4A. The app will randomly generate a number between 1 and 100, track guesses, calculate score, and reset progress, all with a clean modern UI. So now let's create B4XPages new project. So go to new B4XPages. Let's name it high low game. Okay, as you can see, B4A automatically creates the main model and then B4X main page model for us. We will work mainly inside the main page, which is this side. Okay, so now let's create some variables. Okay, in the globals we may create secret number, guess count, and then the score. So using the global variables, let's create the secret number first. So private secret number as int. We can also create private main value as int equals to 1. And then private max value as int equals to 100. In future, if you want to maybe create levels, for example, maybe difficulty level, easy maybe being 1 to 100, medium 1 to 500, hard or difficult being 1 to 1000, we can come and change this here or make this one also dynamic. Okay, the next variable we may create is guess count as integer. We also set it to 0. Okay, and then let's add score variable, also equals to 0. Okay, the next thing we'll do is generate the random number. Okay, so inside the for now B4X created page, we can say start new game. Okay, this start new game, we've not created it yet, so let's do that below. Let's say sub start new game, right? So what can we do first? We will have to randomize the number, like generate the random number. The person will be playing with the computer or the phone, so in this case the computer have to generate its random number for the user to guess. If it's a multiplayer, then that one both of them have their own numbers, but this one you are playing with the machine, so the machine have to first generate its random number. Okay, then the next one is guess count, right? Anytime you are starting a new game, guess count have to reset it to 0. And then for now, let's maintain this. So randomize, what can we do? Okay, let's say, but let's do the random number here. Okay, so dim computer guess as int goes to random, right? Minimum value, which is here, maximum value, which is max value, but then we'll add +1. This is because when you check, the random returns a random integer between minimum, which is inclusive, so it means it will use the 1. But if we want to generate from 1 to 100, then maximum is exclusive. That means this 100, it will be generated from 1 to 99. So to include the 100, we have to make the maximum 101. So even though it's here 100 here, we have to add +1 to it, so it will be 101. So when it generates, it can be from 1 to 100. I hope you get it. Good. So this is the start game, right? For now, let's create a rough sketch of the UI. Okay, so you go to designer, open designer. Let me minimize the main ID. This is a designer, and then this is the emulator. Let me put the emulator here. And then we have a design here. So we need a label for the title. This button, let me bring it down here. Connect to the designer, the emulator, sorry. Okay, so add a label for the title. Let's call it, the text should be in lower upper. Lower upper should be centered. Let's make it 20. The font, let me get a font quickly. Okay, so let's also add a font. So we can go to add files, desktop. I have this font here, Fredoka. I'll add it. Then inside typeface, I'll go and choose Fredoka. Okay, the color, let me see. The color will use 6265 F1. Okay, text color. Okay, then can increase it to 25. Okay, then we'll add name this one label title. Let's add a subtitle, another label. Find the mystery number. Text says find the mystery number. Also centered. Let's make it 12. Okay, now let's add a panel. Inside the panel, we will first let me check the background. I think the background is a bit gray. Okay, so the background, let's make it gray. Okay, and then the panel, we should give it a little elevation. Let's make it 3. Okay, and then rounded as well. Five. Let's make it 10. Okay, so we need 2, one for guesses, one for score, right? They also need one over here for this hint. right? And then we'll need another one behind the text box to also give it this shadow. And then we have our button, which you also use the same blue for, the blue for the title. So for the button background, right, the text should be white and the background blue with corner radius of, let's also give it 10. Press to, let's give it the same blue but a little lighter, and then also corner radius of 10. Anchor it to both sides. Okay. Then another label underneath it. This label will be label reset, right? The text says reset progress. Reset progress. Let's give it the same font, Fridoka. Then color gray. Okay. Okay. This one, let's call it button guess. This place, let's add in the IDE, let's add this like XUI views library, XUI views and XUI, because I wanted us to use the XUI B4X, this text box, B4X float text field. So add it here, right? Anchor it to both sides. Then this panel, this one to down. Okay. Here, let me duplicate this label and put it inside. Let me call this panel score, PNL score, and then this one PNL guesses. I'll put this label inside. This label parent to be panel score, right? Text size should be, the text should be score. Okay, so this one is score. Let's anchor it to the top. The size to, let's reduce it. Let me see what the size, 12. I think 10 will do. Then we'll duplicate it. For this one, we can make it 12, and then to have the color red for the score. No, sorry. The text color. Okay, so let's see label score. So let me see. 1240. I think 14, so it's 14 is okay. Let's copy them and paste inside the guesses. So here will be guesses, and then the color will be the same color as the title. Okay, now let's reset this one to 0. Okay, so these ones are set, and then this one, let's expand it. At the top, you can match connected device, so you have the same size as your emulator. Okay, so now that we are matching the connected devices, let's bring these things up a bit. We'll do the UI we'll make it responsive later. For now, we just want to have the sketch of our UI. Okay, this size, let's up it a bit. But button 2, the button text tool should be guess, caps. Font should be the same as Fridoka, size 20. Okay, here we have a small emoji. So let's put in another panel. Which will be centered. The color should be E0 E7FF. And then to make it round, we can change the corner radius to, let's say, 100%, right? Any number greater than 50 will make it rounded. We'll insert image, or better still, we can use B4X image view. I think we should use B4X image view, right? Then the background color, we'll use this color. Corner radius, it should be rounded. So let's see. Here it is. And fill, no distortion. Corner radius 100. Okay. So that is that. And then the number here. So let me pick this label. Also paste it here. Then it says guess a number. So let's name it label hint. And it says what? Guess a number between 1 and 100. Let's make it black and then size 16. Okay, here we go. Then the corner, let's round it more. Corner radius, let's give it 20. Okay, so here's our rough UI. For the text box, let's make it numbers. The keyboard type should be numbers. Okay, here we go. So I'll save the UI, declare some numbers. This one will be label guess, label guesses, and then image box. Okay, now let's declare the controls and then do the coding aspects. Now let's get some icons to also be displaying whilst the game is ongoing. Okay, now let's add some reaction images to it. I've downloaded some images from pngwin.com. So let's see. So we'll say this one will be normal, this one will be correct, let's say this one will be higher, or let's say high, this one let's say low. Okay, so sync, here we are. Here when we start, the icon image box dot is it load, yeah, file dot directory asset will load the normal png, right? But then when the person guesses and it's correct, we'll set the correct png. If the guess is too high, we'll set the high png, and then when the guess is low, we also set the low png. Okay, so let's try it again. Let me log for now. Anytime the secret number is generated, I'll log it for us to see the secret number so you can guess early. Log secret number. Okay, so running it again. Okay, our secret number is 65, so here it is. Now if I guess 70, it says too high with the reaction. Okay, now if I say 50, down to too low, also with the reaction. Have you seen? If I guess correct, let's say 65, should have the hooray, and then the score 2 appears as well, which is 97 out of 3 guesses. Okay, now let's do fine tuning to the UI, and then we are good to go. Reset, should change everything. Okay, reset, this also have to change. Test guess, so label count, label score or text equals to 0, then label guesses or text equals to 0. Hint or text should be equals to guess a number between 100. Save. Okay. The images, I think I should reduce them a bit. Let me see. Now let's do final UI touches. There we go. Thank you for watching, and please leave a comment, like and share. The tutorial will be, the source code will be on my GitHub page. And then if you'd like to see more, maybe adding difficulty level, sound effects,